today's Toy Spot, we are having a look at the DC Collectibles DC Comics Designer Series Greg Capullo Batman. This is figure number 1 from the Greg Capullo line of DC Collectible figures. Batman comes with very small batarangs, but he does come with 3 of them. Some nice artwork featured on the side from DC Comics Designer Series Greg Capullo Batman action figure number 1. And on the back, the other figures available. So far, at the time that Spot's shooting this video, we've already only had a look at the Riddler, but it's been one of my favorite Riddlers to date. There's also Nightwing, and there's also Talon. 2 figures also that I would like to pick up and eventually review. An all-new line of highly detailed action figures based on the artwork of Greg Capullo from the world of Batman. Each figure includes multiple points of articulation and character-specific accessories. Spot is going to take a break. I'm going to get this opened up, and when we come back, we're going to get a better look at the DC Comics Designer Series Greg Capullo's Batman. There's more anyway, guys. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. The accessories that come included with Batman are 3 extremely small batarangs. In fact, these batarangs are probably some of the smallest batarangs I've ever seen with a Batman figure. So much so that these are guaranteed to be lost. There is absolutely no place that you can house it on Batman other than these small sections in his hands. There is just enough clearance that you can wedge a batarang into Batman's hand, but really it is ridiculous for how small this is. I don't have any real purpose for batarangs. You can also put it in this hand too. But they're so small. I would almost have just said, you know what, don't even include them. Because, I mean, for how small those batarangs are, that they're going to be lost, guaranteed. Moving the batarangs aside, and you actually get 3 of these. We'll just put these to the side. The one thing that really got me interested in this particular Batman is with, obviously the ongoing news of Suicide Squad being filmed right now as we speak. Batman, Superman, Dawn of Justice looming very soon around the corner. My interest in this design of Batman is an all-time high. The short cowled with the short ears, the gray costume, the big black bat logo is definitely the way I want to see Batman, and I'm so thrilled to see that that's how they've designed this particular Batman for the upcoming movie. Well, really, not even just this movie, but the upcoming universe of Batman movies. I personally feel like Ben Affleck is going to do a great job as Batman. So that might have maybe helped push me in the direction of wanting to get this figure. It really gives you all the elements that you really like if you like that particular Batman suit. Again, with the gray, the black, and short ears. And this Batman really sums up all of those things very nicely. He still has the armored aspect of it, like kind of something very similar to like New 52 in the armor here, but it's subtle. I can still look at it and I can still feel like it's just a Batman suit rather than something that's super armored up. The face has a personality to it that I really like. Batman's got this grimace to his face, especially with this elongated, this wide mouth that they've put on the figure. But I really like it. It works extremely well with this particular figure. Of course, he's got the short ears, which is something that is a breath of fresh air for somebody who sees Batman all the time with long ears. So I'm really excited, once again, for Batman Superman. The cape is a very different take on the cape. As opposed to being straight down, it billows out. It almost has this fanned out look to it. I like it. I don't know if I like so much the sides here. Like if it was just like this, I would like it. But it's different. And that's the one thing especially about this Batman figure as a whole is it's different. It keeps the aspects I really like, but it brings new things to the table as well. I suppose the one thing I'm not crazy about is the utility belt. Utility belt is yellow, but they've put this almost kind of like this orange wash on it, but it's not in all the areas. It's in one pocket specifically, and then some of the other areas it's just kind of gingerly sprinkled around. I feel like, had they just gone with all yellow, because this is a more stylized Batman, either go with all yellow or all kind of golden orange, or just kind of just leave off the paint, like just give us straight yellow. I guess the other thing I'm not crazy about, if I could really nitpick anything, is that his knee pads or knee guards are a shinier gray versus the rest of the body. It's enough that it stands out. And in fact, probably now that I've mentioned it, that's all you're seeing right now is these shinier knee pads, which also are a different color than the rest of the gray. I'm not sure the design choice for that. I would have preferred if it was just this same matted gray, but instead they went with this kind of shinier gray. I don't know why. The boots are very good. I like those. I like the gloves. I mean, really, there's a lot to this figure I really dig. I would almost like to see this version of Batman, this style of Batman, be translated also into a Superman, and just have the two world's finest side by side. This is one of those figures where it looks cool, and it's one of those figures that you could get really into some awesome poses. Granted, he doesn't have a display stand once again, which really sucks. For your articulation on Greg Capullo Batman, he does have a ball joint in the head, ball hinge socket shoulders, which also has that rotation in the bicep. He has a bend in the elbow. He also has a hinge in the hand, so you can get a lot of movement that way. Upper torso crunch, which is stiff again. Swivel at the waist. Hinged legs, which hinge out as well. Not as much hinging out, but they do move forward very easily. Swivel at the upper thigh area. He's got a double bend at the knee. And he's got a hinge foot. Very similar actually to the hand for the level of articulation movement that you can get out of it. This is one of those Batmans I'm going to have a lot of fun posing and putting in different positions. I wish he kind of had more in the way of accessories as opposed to just what we got. It just seems very bare bones, the amount of our accessories that we get. The Batarangs just don't cut it for me. I mean, they really don't. They're way too small. I'm not going to really have any purpose for using them, but I love Batman here. He's a great looking figure. Today's Toy Spot, we're having a look at the DC Collectibles, the Greg Capullo series. We're looking today at figure number 1, Batman. Stay tuned, guys. Spot's going to have more Toy Spots heading your way. Thanks for watching. See you next time.